morning again. Still Anna from Shunned for Good Reason, and I'm still figuring out this stinking mic. So, you get to hear more things about the history of Christianity, just so I can figure out what's going on here. So, last time, you may or may not have heard this last, we were talking about the difference between Catholicism and Protestantism. We're going to go a little bit farther on part of the part where I was raised. We're going to talk about Calvinism. Calvinism is going to be a very important prospect when you're talking about Christian cults in the modern day, especially in the 2000s. So, we did talk about Martin Luther, the 95 Theses, 1517, that whole thing. He did become the leader of a movement, partially unintentionally, but also kind of intentionally, because let's be honest, he actually did the whole thing. Around the same time, however, 1550s, like max, there was a man called John Calvin, and John Calvin had taken on some of the Lutheran beliefs. Lutheran being not the modern Lutheran church, but Luther, the man, the one who did the 95 Theses in protest of the Catholic Church. So, Calvin believed some of these things, but the primary one that he wanted to go off of was Luther's follow up to these critiques, which was solo fide, which is Latin for only faith. Like, this should not be a thing. We should not be paying the Catholic Church to walk up every single step in Jerusalem on the Via Dolorosa. Like, we should not be paying for indulgences, which is the right to do a sin, essentially, as long as you pay the church enough to do it. You know, like white person privilege tax, but in the 1500s. So, Calvin was a missionary to France who had taken on these Lutheran beliefs. And the thing that you need to know about Calvin is TULIP. So, our Reformed, this is what we call them, our Reformed or Calvinist Christians in the modern day or in the 2000s/1900s believe in something called TULIP. And TULIP is an acronym which stands for total depravity, unconditional election, limited atonement, irresistible grace, and perseverance of the saints. So, total depravity. You are a sinner. There is nothing about you that is good. Nothing about you will ever be good. You are totally depraved. Everything that you have ever done is because of your depravity, because you're a fucking sinner, so sit down. Okay? That's what total depravity is. Unconditional election means God has elected or chosen very specific people that God wants to be part of the kingdom, and God wants these people to serve him unconditionally. Election. He doesn't care about what they've done, who they are, etc. He's chosen them. He's elected them. They have no choice. Limited atonement means this atonement, this part where he chooses these people and conditions them for heaven, is very limited. There's only a few people that God wants to do this for. If you're really lucky, you're going to be one of those limited atonement people. One of the people that God's very limited grace has decided to atone for and forgive and bring into heaven. Irresistible grace means if God has chosen you for this, his grace is irresistible. There's nothing you could do about it. Like, he's got you. Like, there's nothing you could do or say or think that would keep you from doing this. It's inevitable. So just give in, okay? And then perseverance of the saints. So this is what lots of people refer to as once saved, always saved. The perseverance of the saints means if you are a saint, if you have been elected, if you have been atoned, if you have been a subject of this irresistible grace, then you don't have a choice. Like, you're going to persevere. Like, you were a Christian, you're going to be a Christian. Like, you're the one going to heaven. God chose you irresistibly. So, you're stuck. Congratulations. That's nice. That means you're going to be in the rapture. Even though, I mean, it's the 10th now. It was supposed to be on the 6th and 7th, like during the full moon, and